Before arriving in Munnar, we honestly had no idea what to expect. All we knew was that it was surrounded by stunning landscapes and famous for its tea plantations, but beyond that, we were in the dark. It wasn't until we set foot in this beautiful hill station that we began to uncover the depth and richness of the place. Our journey began with an early morning hike with our private guide, Ajith. As we trekked through the lush tea plantations, we quickly realised that the views, the endless rows of tea bushes and the misty mountains were just the surface. There was a much deeper story here, one that had been shaped over generations, and it was hidden in the hands of the people who work this land every day.
We use these ones for making tea.
Oh, making tea.
A new plant. Like it's making a new plant.
So, in the old times they used to use this for making tea, and it's part of the plant. It's the fruit on the plant, on the tea plant.
Jasmine.
Oh.
That's right.
And do they use this for the tea or
Usually
no?
they don't use the flowers.
Oh, it's so nice. Do you want to smell that?
Wow.
Smells a bit.
Jasmine,
Yeah, it smells a bit like jasmine. Yeah, and they don't use the flower in the tea process usually. But so, as I said before, this was the old way with the seeds, but this was 60 to 70% for growing. Oh, that's it. And then this is 90% chance. So that's why now they use the leaf, because it's a higher chance.
The leaf with the little growing leaves, not the one exactly.
Oh,
if you see
the
the growing
ones.
part,
Oh, I see.
and they crafting like they just remove the small skin and they keep it in a nursery garden in a small growing bag.
Yeah.
And they keep it for almost in a poly house almost like 6-7 months.
Wow.
Then once planted, the plant will be growing this much bigger. Then they plant it in the field.
Oh, I see.
Interesting fact to know.
Yeah.
Ajith, who had grown up in Munnar and whose family had lived here for generations, shared his wealth of knowledge with us. His passion for the land was evident, and he introduced us to the incredible lives of the tea pickers, mainly women, like his own mother, who worked in the fields from dawn till dusk. The life of a tea picker is grueling. These women wake up before sunrise and spend 10 to 12 hours in the plantations, often enduring extreme heat or heavy rain. The work is physically demanding, with each person expected to collect up to 30 kilograms of tea leaves a day. Yet the wages are shockingly low, just a few hundred rupees a day, which amounts to only a few dollars. It's hard to comprehend how such difficult and dangerous work, fighting off leeches, snakes, and the constant pressure to meet daily quotas, can be so undervalued.
What you guys are looking at right now is a footprint of a buffalo, wild buffalo, the size of that. And what do they look like?
I will show you a screenshot.
Wow.
This is
They
the
are huge.
Like on steroids. Too much protein.
yeah.
Oh my god. Muscle everywhere.
Muscle, yeah, like a gym.
Yeah.
And look at the leopard in the tea gardens.
What's that?
A leopard.
Leopard.
Oh, leopard. Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Similar to passion fruit.
Oh, wow.
Just have a smell.
So what's
Oh,
the name of the, what's the
yeah.
name of the
Lantana.
lantana?
Yeah.
It smells like
Lantana.
passion fruit.
Yeah.
The smell, it's similar to passion fruit. And in
Very
the older
beautiful.
time, they use these plants for making fencing.
Fencing?
Yeah,
Wow.
because they are like
Oh.
weed, they grow very quickly.
Oh, is it?
okay.
And also it has a kind of thorn in between in the plants. So nobody will cross the border.
Yeah.
And also quick growing.
Guys, this view is absolutely incredible. Worth every step of the way. So when you're in Munnar, you definitely got to do a trip with a tour guide. We'll put his details down below, and yeah, 10 kilometers, 4 peaks. Let's go.
As we hiked deeper into the plantations, we were struck by how much goes into every cup of tea we drink. The leaves are sorted into categories: black tea from the older leaves, which is more affordable, and green and white tea, harvested from the tender young tips of the plant, the most expensive. We were amazed at the level of skill and care that goes into picking, sorting, and processing the leaves. efforts that are often overlooked by those of us sipping tea thousands of miles away. Seeing all of this firsthand made us feel so much more connected to the tea we drink every day. To think that the tea in our cups could have come from these very hills, picked by hands that endure so much to gather those leaves, it was humbling. Every sip now feels like a tribute to the dedication and resilience of the women who make it possible. As we watch the pickers working, moving through the rows of tea plants with practiced hands, we couldn't help but feel a deep respect for them. Their strength and perseverance are the backbone of Munnar's tea industry, yet their stories are rarely told and their contributions often go unnoticed.
How's it going?
Oh my god, so beautiful. Yeah, it's worth the hike once you see the views and then you get the adrenaline going. But this is spectacular. Such a nice breeze as well.
Yeah, and the air is so fresh to breathe. Deep breaths.
We've got a good weather today.
Yeah.
Great weather today for it.
So Ajit just said that for the tea, obviously there's 3 different types. It's all gathered from the same plant, but for white tea they collect the bud, so it's this part. And then for green tea it's just the leaf. And then for black tea it's the whole plant. So it makes sense why white tea is more expensive, because it's such a small part and also it has to be hand-picked. Whereas with black tea now, Ajit was just saying that now with black tea they can use, obviously they use the whole plant, so there's actually machinery now that can be used, but it's still managed by a person. So
For the white tea,
yeah, so
How much for the white tea?
400
400
grams.
rupees. For 20 grams,
Yeah,
400 rupees.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
wow.
a lot.
Yeah. Green tea maybe 100 grams, maybe 200 rupees.
Yeah.
And black tea, if you pay around 300, 400, you will get the good quality of black tea.
Oh wow.
So black tea is cheaper.
Yeah.
But white tea is good. It will control your diabetic level, blood pressure.
Yeah.
Also, it's good for your skin cells because it makes very good antioxidant in your body. And it has less caffeine.
Yeah, less caffeine, yeah. Do you know what my favourite is? White tea.
This is the reason?
It's just very subtle. I like that it's quite, it's a soft taste.
That's true. It's
Yeah.
not so bitter. It's not so...
No, and I'm not a huge tea drinker anyway, so I really like white tea. But my mum loves Earl Grey,
Earl
so it's
Grey.
like black tea
Yeah, that's
basically,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
About getting the shots.
Oh wow.
We're stopping now for our breakfast, which Ajit kindly has brought with him. And what better place to stop than in the clouds? Wow.
So this is made by chef. You make this yourself? Oh. Oh, Italy?
Oh,
And chutney and sambar.
oh, nice. Very nice.
So they steam this?
Yeah, it's
The
steamed.
steam, yeah.
It's steamed. And this is sweet. Like a sweet little donut.
Oh, wow.
We call them bonda. Local
We
sweet.
love donuts in the UK.
This is now our second peak, and we're going to make our way to the third peak, and we are actually in the clouds now, or the mist, and it's much colder up here, but we're looking forward to our third peak.
So the third peak is up there somewhere behind the
Can't
clouds.
see it.
Let's go. Wow, guys, just look at this. We're literally right amongst the clouds.
We're actually back to the hotel after the hike. We had a freshen up, and now we're going back out to get some food and go to a tea shop, and then
We're gonna get a massage. Then after the massage, we're gonna go to a traditional dance. Let's go.
and they wear loads of makeup and everything. So because we're only here for 2 days, we've got a very full itinerary. But I wanted to say that we are staying at Tea Garden Riverside, and we paid £35 a night. That's not including breakfast, but it's a really, really good hotel, very clean, really modern, very nice rooms, and the staff are really, really friendly and helpful. So if you have any questions about tours or things like that, they would definitely be able to help. And it's just it's a walk or a short tuk-tuk into the town, which is 50 rupees, so 50p. Really, really good. Arabian grill, 50 rupees? Yeah.
We got this yesterday and it was absolutely delicious, so we're coming back for day 2.
How is it? So good.
Oh,
So good.
the best shawarma I've ever had. Ever.
How much is it?
£1.40.
£1.40 for one.
Chicken shawarma. Very spicy.
We're on our way to get a traditional massage, and they are famous for it down south in India, so we thought while we're here it'd be rude not to get a massage.
For £16.
And it costs, yeah, so it's 75 minutes and it costs 1,600 rupees, which is around £16. And it's an oil massage, and then we also have a steam at the end.
Oh, I'm excited. This is what we're doing. The Sampona Abuyanga Swidam.
Means whole body massage.
Whole body
In
massage.
Ayurveda, whole body massage is called Sampurna Abhyanga state.
Okay. You said it better than us.
Yeah.
Thank
Abhyanga
you.
means this oil massaging procedure.
Okay, massaging procedure. Oh, we can't wait. Thank
Yeah,
you.
been hiking all day today.
Okay.
10
And
kilometer.
the name of the place is...
Munnar.
Is it on there? Turn it around.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
there it is, yeah. That's the name of the place we're at.
Wow, we just had the greatest massage ever. We're so tired.
So tired. I'm so relaxed. So we've had our hair oiled and powdered and everything, so
you
we
see the
probably
powder
look
there, yeah.
we probably look very glamorous. But maybe we shouldn't have booked it. But we're here
Yeah.
for 2 days, so we're trying to cram everything in
As much as we can.
So we're about to watch the traditional dance, but we've come a bit early because we're going to watch them put all their makeup on, because it's quite a spectacular thing to see.
So let's go.
Yeah.
One thing we definitely didn't expect in Munnar was how diverse it is. There's so much more to do than just admire the stunning landscapes. During our time there, our guide Ajith recommended we check out a traditional Kakikali dance performance. Now, we had no idea what Kakikali was, but Ajith said it was a must-see, so we thought, why not? We signed ourselves up and headed over that very evening. And honestly, we are so glad we did, because it was absolutely nothing like we expected.
Excited. We've seen the makeup. The guy looks very serious. No, it's quite exciting actually. It's quite a cool place to have a show as well. And we're front row. Wow. That was not what I was expecting at all.
No, not at all.
Do you know what? At the beginning, it was kind of funny, and then I was trying to
Yeah.
look around in the audience to see if other people were laughing, because I didn't want to be disrespectful. Because the facial, I just wasn't expecting
Yeah.
it, and then I found it so funny, and obviously it's quiet, and then they're performing for you, and I was like, oh my god, please don't burst into laughter. And then I don't know, further on in the show, I got more into it. What did you think?
It was
of it?
because there was not any They weren't talking, they weren't singing. It was just all about the expression. So you got into it right. Well, at the end, I was really glued to it. But it's like watching a movie and then you're really focusing on the subtitles. It was similar to that, where you really like focus on the story.
But we would definitely recommend it.
Definitely.
Me personally, I probably wouldn't go and see it again, but
Yeah.
I'm so glad I saw it.
It's a once in a lifetime, isn't it? Yeah,
it's
just do
definitely
it once and that's it.
Yeah, and our tickets were 300 rupees each,
Yep.
and the show is about an hour, and you
Yeah.
can go before to see them putting on their makeup and getting dressed,
Yep.
which is also quite interesting. And then the show afterwards is martial arts, which is the same price, 300 rupees. But we didn't do that
Yeah.
because we've had quite
And
a full-on
also,
day.
at the end, you can go up and take photos with them, and then obviously you give them a bit of a tip.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. Definitely
Yeah, it was
recommend.
really, really good.
You do this if you come to Munnar. But yeah,
So now time for food.
Let's
Our
go.
favourite thing. Let's go.
thank you.
Yes. If you want the best dosa in Munnar, come to this place. We came last night and it was so good. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Good morning. Last night after our meal, we got back to our hotel and just went to bed because it was quite a full-on day and we were really tired. But this morning we're up bright and early and we are here at the Lockhart Tea Museum because we are going to see the process of how they process the tea from start to finish to final product. So yeah, our tickets were 250 rupees each, so altogether about £5, and it looks like we're the first ones here. So let's go and see inside the museum. So this process is is called the moisture process. So they get rid of the moisture in the leaf. So they're blowing air up, and then once they check it every so many hours. I think they do it for 14 hours, and they write it down here where it's at in the moisture process. And then once it's ready, it drops and it gets grinded, basically blitzed. But as we remember on the walk, this was the white tea, this bit, the top bit, more the leaf, is the green tea, and then the whole thing is black tea. The smell is so strong. It smells very earthy and green, and it's a bit like tea.
Number 1, number 2, number 3 quality, they are only black tea.
More expensive.
More expensive. Okay. Understand?
So after the tea has been grinded and processed in that room, it then comes to this room where it gets separated into its grades. So it's 1 grade, 2 grade, 3 grade, and I think he said 4 grade as well. 1 being the best, 4 being the lower quality. And it sits here for 2 hours at 15 degrees Celsius for its fermentation process. To cool. That's what he said. And then this is the next process where they do the roasting. So it's at 110 degrees Celsius.
That's grade 1 and that's grade 2.
So they separate the grades. I don't know whether the machines for the 3 grade or 4 grade are, but you know, hopefully we're getting all the information right as well, because he's telling us and then I'm retelling it back to you.
But it smells absolutely wonderful in here. It makes me want a tea now, actually.
Yeah, we're ready for a tea. So then it gets, after roasting, they separate the tea, and the bigger bits, these bits here, are basically disregarded. They don't use it for the tea, but it's used for fertilizer.
Tea bag.
Oh, this is the fertiliser. This is what English people need in their garden as compost. Subtle. It's nice. Thank you. Do you like it?
Very subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle. It has a slight taste of almost green tea in it, but I think that's because it's the whole... No, it's still the top of the leaf. It is nice though. We bought our tea. After the tasting, we had to buy some tea. So we got for us the white tea. It's very subtle. And for my mum, who loves Earl Grey, we got her this tea, which is the best tea to get with milk. And it's premium grade quality.
Super premium.
Yeah, super premium. And it's fresh because it's straight from the factory. Can't wait to drink our tea now. Fresh. Bring back memories of India when we go home and drink our tea. We've now bought 4 bags of white tea, silver tea, white tea.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very good one, Chief. Very good one. Very good one.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're the man. Thank you so much.
We're back at our hotel now and we're saying goodbye to Ajit, who has very kindly taken us on the hike yesterday and drove us to the tea factory today. So if you're coming to Munnar, please get in contact with Ajit. He does multiple tours, including the hiking one we did yesterday, and he has a lovely air-conditioned car. So any driving around Munnar or dropping off to Kochi, if you need that, let him know. We'll put his information in the description down below. But yeah, he's very trustworthy and very reliable, so yeah, do contact him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it for our time in Munnar.
We have had an amazing, full and busy 2 days in Munnar, doing everything from hiking, tea plantations, seeing how the tea is made from start to finish in the tea factory, and eating amazing South Indian food. But thank you so much for coming along with us and watching our video.
Please like this video and subscribe for our future content, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye!
Bye.